Nice one.
42.
Doing, you whistler? Oh, you die!
Поскакали. Чё не успел? Потом сюда придем тогда.
Go! What? Fuck off. Whoa, whoa. It's a trap!
Как я промазал?
Ah! Ha ha! You never saw that coming! Ha! Die, you swine! Take that fucker out, damn it! Greetings. And with you.
Last call is over. We're
Somebody
closing up
gave
for
you a good
today.
working over.
Ale, as
Are
you
you all right?
This? Ah, it's nothing. But thanks for asking.
Now, just to close up.
Whoa!
Good day to you. Greetings to you too.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you.
The king himself announced that everyone should have a good bow on hand. Which king would that be? I don't know exactly. But when the king commands, his subjects have to obey, don't they?
You didn't hear it from the trader who sold you the bow, by any chance?
Aye, come to think of it, it was him who told me.
that noise?
What are you doing here?
Christ almighty. What's that?
What are you doing here?
You better go before people start to think you're...
Amen. Praise God.
Welcome. Look,
Tell me more
ask away.
what fighters do you have here?
Stanley is the strongest. He works on the farm, and after him, he has
Darley?
he's kind of when he was a wheeler. He takes care of it.
He doesn't sound like... Where do you... and who might... I reckon... Hey, Tomlin.
People say all sorts.
They also say if I beat you in a fight, it's...
There was a time I'd put it up for grabs in fights with cocky foot. I even had a couple of craftsmen come, but everyone got a thrashing. It didn't seem right, and my conscience was getting... But if you're itching for a fight and need to vent your ire, there are plenty. It's as I said before. Nothing...
Look, that...
Fuck's sake. Let's try again.
I want to see the stone first.
You what? Don't you bet...
Well, exactly. Everybody knows you have. Besides, I've never seen a magic thunderstone, and here's my chance. I may never have another.
All right. Have it your way, then. Here it is. Almost as smooth as glass, and pointed at the end. It fits into your hand just right.
Wait, is this really it?
Of course.
I don't think it is.
Well, I think you know fuck all about it, and you wouldn't recognize a thunderstone if it dropped out of the sky onto your head.
Oh no, wait. I read something about that. How was it? A thunderstone, otherwise known as fulgur conditum, is an earthly mass struck by lightning, which then conceals itself within. This stone lies buried deep under the earth before ascending to the surface after 7 days. A round hole is punched in the stone itself by the thunderbolt. But your stone has no hole.
Oh, you're a scholar, are ya?
Well, I learned enough to spot when someone tries to hoodwink me with a rock they picked up in a creek.
I didn't mean to deceive ya.
Stop fucking me around. I need to find the thunderstone. Do you have it or not?
I don't have it now. I really did find a thunderstone. And I had it right up until the other day when it was stolen. I didn't want word to get out because I'd look like a right fool. So I acted like nothing happened. I'm sorry for leading you on. I didn't mean any harm.
And do you have any idea who might have stolen it from you?
If you ask me, it was that Hansel from Rabosh and his little mate Peter. They were ever so curious about it right before it disappeared.
And you didn't do anything about it?
Of course I fucking did. I went to wring their necks, but they must have seen me and bolted, which only confirmed my suspicions, and I don't have time to chase them around the countryside.
All right.
Well, when you get to Rabosh, take the main road away from the fortress until you reach the first farm on the right. There are hired hands there. That much I've... If you find the stone, please bring it back to me. I'll make sure I was the one who found it, so by rights, it's mine. It was destined for me. To mess with fate would only bring back...
Tell me, how did you come by the stone in the first place?
That's a secret.
If you came by it honestly, why be so secretive about it?
I'm not hiding anything. I'm just not one to brag, that's all. And until it's back in my...
I can appreciate that, but sharing a story isn't exactly bragging.
All right, then. I found it a couple of years back in a field outside Billany. On the way to Wizard the Quarry. You probably know the place. I was going to take a shortcut through the woods, but there'd been a hell of a storm. It tore off roofs, and it very nearly flushed us out of here. Well, the forest was a complete mess, so I couldn't go that way. And all of a sudden, I stumble over something. And what do I see?
Show me. Go and have a look. Never mind. Whoa. Fishing going on. Hey, good man. I need to speak with you. Hey!
What are you doing hanging around?
Not entirely. I'm Sejezek of Holohlavi.
And I'm Henry.
Well, Henry, I'm terribly... What? Please don't make it harder for me than it already is.
Hold on. Maybe we can do this without anyone getting robbed. Can we talk this through?
Make it quick, though. My life is slipping away, and the sooner this unpleasantness ends...
What kind of peculiar robber are you?
Robber? How dare you insult me so?
What else should I call you?
I am a man of honor. Only I've been a bit down on my luck recently.
So it seems. Even this ambush isn't working out too well for you. What you were shouting at me sounded more like rather rude begging for alms.
And what was I supposed to say?
Your money or your life? That usually does the trick.
But I don't want to take your life. I just want money.
Can't you find some fucking other way to earn coin? You said you're a knight, right? So go and serve some lord.
I'd have to get my horse and armor back first. Without them, I'm useless as a knight.
Someone stole your horse and gear? How?
It's a long story.
No matter. I have time enough.
I made my living through honorable service. Most recently as a merchant.
Well, the king certainly didn't pay badly. What went wrong?
Our unit was tasked with requisition supplies in Betshwar. That's a village not far from here. Zavish of Garbov, my commander, said the people were starting to cheat the army on supplies. So we were to reweigh and recount everything. And he was right. They were slipping sand into the flour sacks. And they were playing dumb about it. Zavish lost it. And the requisitioning turned into plundering.
I get that soldiers have to eat too, but that's disgusting.
You're absolutely right. Besides, if they gave us as much as they were ordered to, they'd barely survive. I went to Zavish to stop it. What's chivalrous about plundering? In the end, I challenged him to a duel.
And you lost it.
And with it, my place...
Why did you wager everything in the first place?
Not always. It's a gesture to show...
It was noble of you to stand up for the common folk.
Perhaps. But you see the result. No good deed goes unpunished. Now, I'm trying to get enough coin to get my things back. And if I must do something so despicable as robbing people...
And how much money do you actually need?
Heaven knows. In truth, I don't know if Zavish will speak.
What if I tried to help you? I'll go to your commander and try to convince him to give it all back.
You'd do that for me?
Ah, I offered, didn't I?
In Sigismund's camp. His name is Zavish of Garbov. He's got a rather inconspicuous tent above the camp kitchen.
And how will I recognize your things? Is your coat of arms on them?
Of course. On my cuirass and on the caparison of my horse Gringolet. It's the same as I have on my shield here. A black raven with a ring in its beak. If you get my things back from Zavish, come and see me in the tavern in Pshitok.
Nice and slow.
My God, that looks like a bloody Oi, you! Come here! Where do you think you're going?
Into the camp, of course.
Oh, aye. They can't wait to see you. Look here. No strangers are allowed in, so turn around.
Why don't we... I'd like to take a walk around your camp, but my purse is really heavy.
Oh. If it's too heavy for you, I could help you with that.
Or...
What?
I'm here on...
You're Yezhek's messenger. Well, that's another matter. You'll find him beyond the kitchen.
Is this your first time riding a horse, you moron?
Торговаться.
Greetings to you, you silly doggy.
Show me your way.
I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
Show me your way.
Thank you, and a good day to you.
I'll have a look at...
Take care then, and thanks for nothing.
stupid mistakes now.
What'll it be this fight?
Show me your way.
Pleasure doing business. Take.
I'll have a look.
Well, what are you waiting for? A hard, bloody hit. I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Io fa son botas. Io fa. Io fa.
Stand here all day, I don't care.
Mac for good Barney.
God bless.
That's still all right. It'd be worse.
Greetings.
I feel a luck.
What game would you?
Let's play.
Let's.
Чего такие маленькие?
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side.
Aye. Lots of people. Why the hell did they pour beer on the God bless.
Same to you.
Here he comes.
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
You have to have a bit of sense and count the dice.
God bless.
What are you doing here?
I knew it'd be good.
This?
I said as much.
Нет.
You might even win with that.
That's as far as I go.
Budva
It's
threw
yours.
a 5 that one time. then another 5 and a 1. I threw 3 2s, but I took a 1 and threw again. But then he got 2 1s and a 6. See? You can do it. Keep it up.
That's enough for me. Your turn.
We didn't have such dice when I was young. We shaped them out of clay and played with them. And they were rounded and didn't have any numbers on them.
And what can I get for you?
Enough. I'm
Keep
stopping.
that
I
up and you've
simply
got it.
can't believe it. Good day.
Same to you.
What's the hold up? Am I supposed to open my mouth and wait for it to rain?
Good day.
It was that.
I'm sorry.
Пинают они меня, не отпинают. Ставим ставки.
And then what happened? God bless. What's a priest doing in a military camp?
Whatever he can, my son.
Do you serve mass like other priests?
I serve mass and give blessings just like my brothers in church. I can also, I reckon you can guess which is more.
Do you care for the wound?
Nothing like that. We have blacksmiths and bathmaids for that here. And if something happens to the nobles, we have goods. And then there's that learned foreigner.
Who's the foreigner?
His name is Musa, and he says he comes ex-Africa. You can't miss him. He's as different from...
Does something seem strange about him to you?
That foreigner may understand medicine, but he worships a foreign god. He prays to him on the ground. He doesn't drink ale, only rarely eats meat, yet he can't keep his eyes off our women.
Do you serve King Sigismund directly?
I serve our lord, but the king sometimes calls on me for confession.
What could the king possibly have to confess?
You don't actually expect me to tell you that, do you? That's between me, the king, et domine noster.
Do you take part in the fighting?
Vivere militare est. But no matter if you're a beggar or a lord, there's no way to escape the horrors. And in a place like this, it's easy for people to forget about God, or at least start to doubt. God be with you.
Well, what's it gonna be? Piss off! Hey, you're not allowed here.
Christ almighty. Are you all right, sir?
Here,
It's just that you...
muscular?
I'm sorry, sir. I just wasn't expecting it. I didn't mean it badly.
I know very well what you meant. Have you never heard of Prester John or the Christian...
Yes. Our parish priest talked about that.
Tell me then, how the people in those stories are described? Not exactly.
But I thought that was just...
So you see, Musa of Mali is my name. Scholar, explorer, and physician.
my name is Henry, sir.
Welcome then, Henry. Do you need anything?
You said you were an explorer.
I did indeed. From Timbuktu, I went to Holy Mecca. From the until I ended up at the court of...
Where is this Mali? And what's it like?
Overall, it is safer in our country. Nobody will waylay you on your journey. And we treat women with great...
That's not all that bad.
I admit that there are some things I envy you for.
What is Mecca like? I've heard people from all over the world go there.
Mainly followers of the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad. Praise be his name. But fortunately, I was helped by a couple of my compatriots. But even so, I did not spend long there. I went to Cairo, where I learned geography and law, so that I would be better prepared the next time. But I never went back to Mecca.
What?
I would rather not talk about this, my friend.
You were in Granada? Where is that?
Go west from here until you reach the sea. Then south to a place called Peninsula Iberica. But I would not go there if I were you. The magnificent Alhambra Palace is forbidden to Christians like you. It is a pity in any case. Such a beautiful and rich country, yet bathed in so much blood.
Blood?
Yes. That is why I started studying physics, in fact. Let others cut off heads. I can sew them back on again.
Where is Venice, in fact?
You do not know, my friend? Educate yourself a little. It is not far from here, on the other side of the Alps. Remember that learning is like a god. Venice, people from... If only you could have their processions straight. But I did not stay long.
How did you come to be with the Osmonds?
By complete chance. In Venice, I joined an expedition that was heading to India, but we were attacked by pirates. Fortunately, I was saved by Sultan Bayezid's warship, though it did not seem like good fortune at the time. You must understand that there are not many of my countrymen among the Osmonds. The last time was probably in the days of Mansa Musa, but the Sultan soon found out that I had lived among Europeans, and I could talk to all the envoys who came to him. So I became useful.
So why didn't you stay there?
Because we were about to be overwhelmed by the Golden Horde. I had quite enough of war in Granada. So when envoys from Hungary came to the Sultan...
What's Sigismund's court like?
I would also like to know that, my friend. But I am stuck here. One would think that the king would value physicians and sages. He did not even make me his personal physician.
It's reckless to speak about
I do not think so, my friend, since it is unlikely.
Why did you leave your...
That is... not now.
And how do you like Bohemia?
Do you want to hear the truth? Or should I praise it to high heaven?
Well, maybe you could...
In that case, you have delightful women and valiant...
I'm new to... If you don't have too much...
Well, I suppose it will... At least I can practice your language, but that does not matter. So, as you have no doubt realized, this is my infirmary. One part for operating on the wounded, another for the sick, my alchemist bench, tub of water, nothing out of the ordinary. Come on, let us walk outside. I am sorry that I cannot show you more, but I am sure you understand that there is not much to see. One is almost ashamed to call it an infirmary. Do you not think?
That's true. I thought King Sigismund would take better care of his wounded men.
Unfortunately for them, my friend, I suppose he has bigger problems than keeping his army healthy and fighting fit.
It's lucky he sent an expert like you here, though.
Was that praise or an insult? I cannot tell. I do not think it fortunate in any case. Someone with my knowledge, and all I do is treat diarrhea and broken bones.
Well, a camp like this is a waste of your abilities. An uneducated orderly could take care of the handful of sick people here.
And you would like to take over from me? Hmm? I could find another job, though it is true that you do not seem to be any great sage. I suppose you do not know what a real infirmary should look like. But do not worry. There are more cheerful places in the camp. I am sure something will take your fancy. This part of the camp is mainly for humans. So if you are looking for one, he will be either here or near the bathhouse. We will take a look there too. Do not worry. Over there is the pen where they used to have tournaments. Until the captains banned them. But that is a long story. Speaking of the captains here, do you know who's in charge overall?
I've no idea.
You should put that right then. What if you come across one of the commanders and bump into him by mistake? He might have your back flayed by a cane. I would not like to have to stitch you back together. The camp as a whole is run by Sir Grozav or Borumlaka. That is a village somewhere in Transylvania, as far as I know. He is an interesting man, I'm sure. But he has a lot of trouble with the camp. So he tends to be, as you say, grumpy. Then there are the Cumans, who are commanded in battle by Cheritan. You will not meet him very often. He often has meetings with the king himself in Sedlets. He is not a very cheerful man, but he seems a fair-minded commander to me. And he is an outstanding archer, it seems. How about you and archery, my friend?
Well, I don't want to boast, but I'm a pretty good archer. I would happily take on your Chertan.
Really? That sounds like a spectacle that I would perhaps even pay to watch. Perhaps, although I successfully avoid weapons. I have to admit that archery is not just a skill. It is an art. Well, there is enough of that. What were we talking about?
You were telling me about the commanders here.
Ah, yes. The camp captains. As I said, Sir Grozav commands the camp. Chertan commands in battle. And the third one joined us a few weeks ago. Dietrich Katz, with his Prague artillery regiment. It is a pity you will not be staying for longer. Dietrich is good to talk to, if he is not drinking too much. And over there is our bathhouse.
God bless.
It is not a sight for sore eyes, my friend. I mean, the women, of course. Not this filthy place. Ah, a man should keep reminding himself that zina, what you call fornication, is a shameful deed, opening the road to other evils. By the way, what about you and women, my friend?
Well, it's not that I don't like women, but I suppose I haven't met the right one yet.
Then you have not looked hard enough. You have so many beautiful and clever girls here in Bohemia. You should find a good woman as soon as possible, and then marry her, and to do her what you see in her eyes. Our Lord Allah, Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, creates us in Paris and grants us love in our hearts, so that we may love another.
So are you married, sir? Since you say how wonderful it is.
No, not yet.
Greetings,
What woman would
Steve.
want to spend her life traveling with me? But being single does not permit sinning with any girl who takes your fancy. Remember that. Fortunately, a man can help himself in his hour of need. At least if he thereby prevents a worse sin. So, in this part of the camp, you see the tents of various mercenaries from Germany, Poland, Hungary. In short, everyone who came to fill their pockets. You can have items repaired by the smith, and if you're hungry, the kitchen is over there. The food will please you more than me, I think, treating meat in that way. I simply cannot eat it. Do you know where the food is truly great? In Granada. So much fruit, Sweet pastries, fish.
I'm sorry.
In one banquet, the cooks use more spices than your entire country in a year.
You've been to Granada?
In the court of Sultan Muhammad VII himself. That is where I became a physician. That was when Granada was attacked by Martin Yanez de la Barbuda, and I did not want to die in some battle. So I found a safer way to be useful. You know, I have done a lot of traveling, my friend. From Timbuktu to Mecca, and from Granada to Venice, and now here. But nowhere has the food been worse than
You
here.
have a kind master, eh, Duffy?
I'd like to try some foreign delicacy.
That will be difficult. The local inns serve nothing but porridge and old bread. But maybe you will see the world one day and find out that there are more flavors than just salt and honey. But your country is beautiful, all the same. And up here is where Katz's company of Pargay artillerymen are billeted, to the great displeasure of everyone else in the camp. I must say, you can see why. It is the best spot, right next to the captains. And when it rains, all the filth runs downhill to the humans and mercenaries areas. Here is the pillory. May Allah, the compassionate, ensure you never end up in it. And if you go around the hill, you will come to the camp shooting range. I recommend visiting it. The humans must be born with a bow in their hands. But I will not escort you that far, my friend. I do not like to leave the infirmary unattended for long. Alaka Anben.
I saw an arena in the...
Firstly, I would not call it not even a chogan. And, to answer your question...
Why did they...
Because it went too far. Instead of met since the tournament was...
What did you mean?
Merely dumb violence for his...
What is...
Furusia, where I come from. Every fighter must be... In addition, he should also be able to hold his own. And above all...
Furusia sounds to me like the chivalry of every good knight. Maybe with the exception of that horse medicine of yours.
Really?
But a good Christian knight should also know how to dance, play chess, and write poetry.
Very interesting. It is a pity. I have not met many like that. Those are all true wisdoms. Also in the name of Allah.
What's that?
A riding game. 2 teams of whoever does so more times.
And what's so dangerous about...
When the mallet lands on your head. In any case, nothing teaches you how to ride a horse better than Shogun.
Jesus Christ.
Excuse me, sir.
Forget the pleasant... Enough that. What do you want?
I heard about what happened between you and Jezek. I understand that you're in the right. But couldn't you return his armor and horse? Without them, it's as if he's not a knight at all.
So poor valiant Yezhek, that would soon have everyone around walking all. I'd rather let the armor rust than give it back. Did he even tell you how he lost it?
I know a bit about it, but I'd be interested in your side of the story.
There's no his side and my side here. There are just facts. We went to the village to stock up. The locals wanted to cheat us and slipped us a bag of sand instead of flour. So we looted and torched the place. When it was all over, Yezhek started... But he took his ration of flour all the same.
How about we stop arguing about it? I'll just buy the armor and horse from you. Name the price.
You still do not understand. Everyone in... And I will...
You know what? I've had enough of this. I should have known... It's people like you with no conscience who make war so ugly.
Yezhek lost! You know what? I'll give you Yezhek's armor and his old nag, but we will duel. Nice and I will bet the horse and armor, and you will match the price in groschen. It will give us...
What kind of duel?
We will compete in 3 rounds. Pole arms, and finally with long swords. All you have to do to win is beat the other...
That's not very fair. You're a knight. You trained in combat all your life. I'm barely a page. Couldn't I have a slight advantage?
Shall I blindfold myself? Hop on one?
I don't want an easy win. Just an even chance.
Oh, then I will fight in just a gamble.
I suppose so.
Excellent. Get yourself the necessary armor.
I've never heard...
It is...
Zavish the Black...
I did not only compete.
Not at all.
All right. Who taught...
Sir Bernard...
Bernard... Master... Sword fight...
Only the best for...
Ha! He made us... And a good...
Where is Garble?
Almost. My father was certain...
And how...
I have two...
How did you end up...
Our king called on us.
You went to...
Against the Sigismund.
Then why are you...
Sitting...
I better get...
Wait.
Ask away.
Why are...
I would help anyone who needs it.
Anyone who needs...
You think Yezhek doesn't deserve...
I'm not. But if my men see me lose... In that case...
Could you tell...
It is simple. We, in the second round, use a shield and any one-handed weapon. Sword. The third round will be with... I will...
Azabel.
Don't forget...
Bothering us here. You shouldn't be bothering us here. So, you're just wandering aimlessly, eh? Huh?
Greetings. Greetings to you, friend. What's that sound?
Good day. Greetings to you too.
And I thought someone was creeping around.
Show me your...
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything, then, eh?
What do you have for sale?
Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Greetings to you, friend.
All right,
Tough span, but you have to put down
here you go.
just how I like it.
I trained as a black.
Hail, gentlemen, brave knights, loyal comrades. Today, we will witness a duel between Sir Zavish of Garboff, called the Black, and Henry the Blacksmith. Henry, a commoner, will fight today in the name of Sir Yezek of Holohlavi. The noble lord of Garboff has decided to accept the challenge because of this very fact. With 3 duels, they will settle once and for all the disputes between the Lord of Garboff and the Lord of Holohlavi. I ask both combatants to take their positions and take up arms. Let the clash of pole arms begin!
There's no escape!
Winner of the pole-arm duel is Lord Zavish of Garboff, just as we expected. Both combatants may now catch their breath and have a bath maid tend to their wounds before the next round.
Hey, sir! Hey! It's nothing.
Both combatants are ready for the second round. The duel with one-handed weapons can begin.
shit. Right on the noggin.
And Shields comes to an end. And the winner is the noble Lord Zavish of Garbov. He's bravely defeated his foe. Both combatants may now tend to their wounds and
It's nothing.
final duel.
Без шансов. С надобьями.
The noblest fight begins. The longsword duel. The longsword duel is at its end. And the undisputed winner is the noble Lord Zavish of Garbov, as befits a knight.
It's nothing.
And God was on the side of the one in the right. The noble Lord Zavish of Garbov has lived up to his reputation as a master of tournaments. He has defended his honor against Henry and Lord Jezek of Holovlavi with a clear victory. The dispute between these two gentlemen is now at an end. Glory to the victor, honor to the vanquished.
Well, but you had to know how it was going to turn.
That's right.
Anyway, the horse and armor are still mine.
You won fair.
And the matter between myself and Jezek.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next.
Есть время, пока он идет.
You should have yielded. Now we'll display your corpse on the pillory.
Интересно, если всех перебить, это как-то повлияет на игру. Чё, я не могу отвести.
Mercy! I surrender! There's no point. You know what? You wanna try me? Ah! Whoa, whoa. Now you'll see what we do with criminals, bastard.
На этом этот эпизод окончен. Я не знаю, где у нас там после боя